As millions of Americans discovered during the last 2 years, technology has allowed us to work from almost anywhere, and that's changed everything. Coming to you from Portland, Maine, I'm Erin O'Valley, an entrepreneur and lover of a good real estate investment. I've watched remote workers from all over the country transform some of the most distant corners of vacation land into the hottest real estate markets in the country, and I'm not alone.
I love being a local here because for me it gives me that beachy vibe, and there's so many things to do, so that's what I'm just trying to get out and enjoy and just have a great time here in Charleston.
Local life is amazing. The food and bev scene, the art scene, and then you're 20 minutes from the beaches. Charleston is a lot of fun, and you should come and try it out.
Year after year, Charleston, South Carolina receives international attention for being the best place to visit. But since the pandemic, we've seen an influx of people now calling the Lowcountry home. I'm Julie Rogers. I work in the design and construction business, where my colleagues and I are busier than ever, helping people strike the ultimate work-life balance, especially in places like Charleston, which was previously thought of as a tourist destination.
So join us as we travel to these locations, both beachfront and countryside, and show you what it's like to live like a local in these special places and spaces.
History loves company in Charleston, South Carolina. You'll find the past is preserved and respected, while the cutting-edge future is underway. Roots run deep and new growth is welcome, all shared with a warm smile. Welcome to my hometown, Charleston, South Carolina. Millions of people visit here. I mean, we have the culture and the food and the outdoor activities. And now, after the pandemic, lots of people are living here permanently. I mean, you can see why. My friend Erin from the Northeast is heading to town, and I can't wait to show her what it's like to live in the Holy City.
I love Charleston. My family and I came down to visit last year and did all the touristy things. But since then, 3 of my friends have moved here. So I came down, called my friend, and wanted to know what was going on in this crazy market. Julie is going to introduce me to some of her realtor friends so that we can share with you and learn what it's like to live like a local.
You made it finally!
Finally, so good to see you.
Gosh, I'm so glad you made
Are
it.
you really? It's so nice out.
Your sunny disposition
I
brought
can see
the
why
sun.
people are moving here.
I mean, we are going to have the best day today.
Thanks. I'm excited for the whole week. So let's unpack and go meet Mary Lou. I cannot wait to finally meet her too.
Come on in.
Thank you. This is beautiful.
Hi, I'm Mary Lou Wertz, co-founder of Maison Real Estate, located in downtown Charleston, south of Broad. We're a boutique real estate firm specializing in single-family homes all over the Charleston area. In 1995, we started coming down here from New York, and we just fell in love with the beauty, the energy, the architecture, and we just decided if we ever had a chance to live here, we would. We're an all-women team. Our team is dynamic, experienced, kind, compassionate. Leslie has a background in law, I have a background in finance, and Olga has a background in marketing. And we think the complement of those 3 skills really helps our company cover a lot of client needs. What we've seen in the city is actually dynamic growth, both from real estate perspective, but also the type of people that are coming to Charleston. The people that are coming from the Northeast and the Midwest has been dynamic and has brought a new energy and feel to the city. Tourists come here and they love it, but they don't really know the real Charleston, which goes on behind closed doors and in secret gardens, and there is a real sense of community. We as a firm have distinguished ourselves by offering that perspective to people that aren't from here, and I think we give a nice perspective of how it is to live here among locals.
So tourists know about Rainbow Row, King Street, but give us the lay of the land and how the city's laid out.
So the city really mimics New York City, is that we have the Ashley River to the west, the Cooper River to the east. Originally, the main city was a walled city, and very small. And so since the 1800s, the city has been spreading and thriving, and it's made up of 14 boroughs now, and each borough has its own identity.
So speaking of the boroughs, give us an idea of some of the neighborhoods we'll be seeing today.
And can you share some of the price points in these areas?
Sure. Historically, South of Broad has always been the most exclusive, most expensive part of town because it was built as a residential neighborhood. The grandest homes in Charleston are there predominantly. The prices south of Broad probably start at $2 million. The further up the peninsula you go, that gets actually less and less expensive. Today we'll go to see Julep, and that's in the French Quarter. That's where the merchants originally settled. The prices probably start at close to $1 million. Charleston Village, it might be starting at $750. And later on today, you're going to see Hampton Park and Wagner Terrace, which is an up-and-coming area where a lot of the younger families are moving. More affordable, starting at more like the $400,000 range.
There's so many different price points, but everybody can access these activities, these outdoor activities. What is the lifestyle like every day for you and your friends?
Yes, well, depending on your passion, golf, tennis, pickleball, which is huge all of a
It's
sudden.
fun.
Yeah.
It's a healthy city, it feels. People want to be outside. And why wouldn't they? If they're from the north like us, they can be outside a little more comfortably.
Erin, this is going to be a great day. There is no better tour guide than Mary Lou to take us around town. Y'all are going to get to see one of the most beautiful homes that you've got to take me into. I'm excited for you to see it, and I'll see you guys later this afternoon.
I've seen it on Instagram, so I'm excited to see it in person.
Yeah, it's a quintessential Charleston single, that we call them here.
Single,
and
okay.
We'll talk more about it when we're there.
Great, let's go.
Okay.
The drive from your office along the water, what is that street called?
That's called the High Battery.
And we're still south of Broad.
We're definitely south of Broad. We
Okay.
are now currently in the middle of south of Broad, in the
Okay.
heart and soul of south of Broad.
And when was this built?
This was built in 1753, and it stands tall and proud. It's one of the oldest houses in Charleston. It's a Charleston single, which is style house.
Okay.
And when the city was platted, they made the frontages narrow and the lots deep. And so when we go in the garden, you'll see all of that. These doors that we're about to enter, those are called privacy doors.
Okay.
And before people had air conditioning and heat, if the door was open, it meant come and join us on the piazza.
Oh.
But if the door was closed, it meant don't join us on the piazza.
But it's the front door.
It's the front door to the property, but not to the house.
Oh, okay.
You'll see when we open it.
All right, let's do it.
And another notable feature of this house is it has triple piazzas. Why don't we go inside?
Let's do it. It is so private.
I know.
In the middle of the city.
I know. It's amazing.
Like a secret garden.
It is like a secret garden. It's beautiful. It's private. It's like a real little oasis back here, and that's what most tourists don't get to see.
Right,
They go
no.
down the street in the horse and carriage, and they're always curious as to what really goes on.
Look at the palm trees. Oh my goodness.
So this is, we call it a unicorn in Charleston in that it has a garage, which most houses
okay.
didn't have, and a guest house. The house is 5,400 square feet approximately,
Okay.
and it's currently sort of designed as 4, but could be 5 bedrooms. There are very skilled architects and builders who are passionate about historic homes. And so many of the houses have exterior easements, and it's a wonderful way to keep the look and preservation of the city.
So are a lot of these homes owned by folks that live full-time in them, or are they family homes?
It's a real combination, but trending towards more full-time. Now, with so many families moving, especially as part of the pandemic, the lights are on all year round, and there's,
Nice.
I'd say there's 70% full-time people here now, where I think it used to be 50-50.
And do people still have porch parties? And
Oh, yes, garden parties,
all
yes,
right.
very many. Very, very many. It's very popular, and this is a great house for entertaining, as you can see.
well, I can see why you just sold it.
Yes.
So thank you for showing
Okay.
it to us. And we're going to be seeing another South of Broad home later today
Yes.
for our party.
That'd be great. Well, I can't wait.
Thank you
Let's
so much.
You're
It's
welcome.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful. I'm
Little
glad I
gem.
could get you in. Hi, I'm Mary Lou Wertz, co-founder of Maison Real Estate, located in downtown Charleston, south of Broad. We're a boutique real estate firm specializing in single-family homes all over the Charleston area. We're an all-women team. Our team is dynamic, experienced, kind, compassionate. Leslie has a background in law, I have a background in finance, and Olga has a background in marketing. And we think the complement of those 3 skills really helps our company cover a lot of client needs. Local life is amazing. Golfing, surfing, bike riding, the history, the food and bev scene, and then you're 20 minutes from the beaches. Charleston is a lot of fun, and you should come and try it out. So now we're in the heart of the French Quarter on Queen Street, where a lot of independent shops are deciding to open their and move their shops over here, actually. So we're going to go into Julep in a minute, a locally owned clothing shop, and Park and Cafe is right there in this beautiful renovated building. And there's art galleries and other kinds of shops all around.
So a little quieter than King Street, obviously.
Yes, and much more quaint.
And you still sell real estate in this neighborhood.
I do still sell real estate in this neighborhood. As I said, some of the downstairs were originally merchants with condos above.
Nice, I like this. A little off the beaten path, and I love spending money and shopping, so thank you for introducing me to Corinne.
Hi, welcome to Julep. I'm Corinne, and I'm co-owners with my mom, Barbara. Julep is a contemporary women's boutique located on Queen Street in historic downtown Charleston. We love Queen Street just because it has more of a boutique vibe. It's super charming and doesn't have all of the traffic that King Street brings with it. Mary Lou is one of our best customers and friends, and I've actually used her as my realtor, and we're excited to be under contract on a house here in Charleston.
I'm here visiting my daughter, who is a senior at the College of Charleston. So I decided I needed to get down here and see her. And I love shopping in Charleston. The boutiques are wonderful. I feel like we kind of live in a fashion desert sometimes up in New England. So it's nice to come down here and take advantage of this.
Living here locally is super fun. We love the architecture, the charm, the history. There's always something exciting and new happening in the city.
Bye,
Bye,
ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, I know now that we match, but I love camo, and I will change before we go to dinner at Hall's, but I love
You don't
them.
have to.
I know, but we'll look real cute.
No, they're fabulous.
So
And they have
great.
great taste, and I love it there.
So, speaking of Hall's tonight, that's where we're going to dinner.
Yes.
So many people come to Charleston for the restaurants.
So many. It's like Portland in that way. And when I have out-of-town guests that they'll say, where should we go? We always say, for what occasion? Like from fine dining to grab and go. There are so many options, and it's really hard to choose. But Hall's is our
Your
cheers.
cheers.
Our cheers.
Well, I've heard great things about it.
Yeah, great.
And the steaks, I can't wait
The
to order
steaks,
one.
good.
Yes.
The wine's pretty good too.
Oh, yeah. I'm a martini girl, but I love wine. I do love wine, so maybe both.
All right, good evening, ladies. Welcome to Hall's. My name is Lance. I'm going to be your server this evening.
Thank you. Nice to
All
see
right,
you.
and welcome to Charleston. Ms. Wertz, pleasure to see you again.
Great to see you. Okay, ladies, welcome to Charleston.
Thank you. Nice to be back. Living like a local.
Exactly.
When you're visiting Charleston, there are so many amazing hotel options. It really is hard to choose.
It really is. That's why I hooked you up with my girl Megan. She's Charleston concierge. She is the queen of Canterbury, and she's one hot ticket.
Can't wait to meet her.
There's that beautiful
Hi.
lady. Welcome. Hi, Megan. How are you?
Welcome to 78 Spring Street. This is a 7-bedroom home,
Oh, wow.
7 bath. I am Megan Lawson, CEO of Charleston Concierge Company. We're a luxury property management firm located here in Charleston, South Carolina, and we specialize on short-term rentals in the historic neighborhood of Canterbury. So Charleston Concierge Company not only manages luxury real estate, in fact a $50 million portfolio, but we have a concierge arm that we develop to enhance our guests' experience, where we customize itineraries for our guests, book sailing charters, booze cruises, private chefs. We are female owned. We are still today the only female owned property management firm in Charleston. And our goal here is to rent to our guests not just a home or a property, but the Charleston lifestyle and experience. Canterbury is an historic neighborhood that after the Civil War, much like most of Charleston, went through a period of depression. And as the city rebuilt itself and stabilized, Canterbury began to shine again. And Cannonboro grew in tandem with Upper King Street because the guests that were coming to Charleston to enjoy eating and drinking and hospitality ended up needing somewhere to stay. Rather than a large hotel, they wanted to experience the Charleston lifestyle. Across the street is the Pink House Salon, and a lot of our guests are here to celebrate weddings, rehearsal dinners, bachelorette weekends. So the Pink House is a staple in the neighborhood. You can go and enjoy a glass of rosé with your bridesmaids, your family, and enjoy the salon and all that the salon has to offer. One of my favorite spots is just about a block down the street, and it is also a female-owned business. It's a restaurant called the Pink Cactus, and they take great care of our guests at the Pink Cactus here on Spring Street.
Hi guys, I'm NARCISA.
Yes.
My girlfriend Sheena is in town this week from New York City, and we've had an amazing time.
Right.
I had to bring her to one of my favorite spots, Pink Cactus,
Yes.
because not only is her hair pink, duh, but the food is absolutely amazing, and it's one of the places I love here in Charleston. I love being a local here because for me it gives me that beachy vibe, but I still have that city feel when I come downtown Charleston, and there's so many things to do, so that's what I'm just trying to get her to get out and enjoy the Charleston vibe. Tonight we're having the classic Pink Cactus margarita, and you know, we're gonna toast it up because it's ladies' night here at Pink Cactus.
Yes.
And I got my girl, we're gonna have a good time.
Yes, we are, and I can't wait to try their food.
Cannonboro, the neighborhood, has been just such a huge support. They helped me get this restaurant in a myriad of ways through a lot of meetings with the BAR and Neighborhood Association to even get the approval for the patio. When COVID hit and we were certainly relying on to-go orders and people walking up to get to-go orders, it was all neighborhood people supporting me and rooting me on, and it was one of the most sentimental times of my career for sure. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. We hope to see you at Pink Cactus in Cannonboro on Spring Street.
Let's raise a toast to historic Cannonboro and all of the guests that are here and those that will come.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you. Best hostess. I've been to a handful of neighborhoods so far, met so many great people, and we are now here at Hampton Park where the Citadel is located. Olga from Maison Real Estate is going to show us around the park as well as the neighborhood Wagner Terrace, and she told us about Herd Provisions, a spot that the locals love. Olga, this is beautiful. We've got people feeding the ducks, walking their dogs and babies. This is great.
This is Hampton Park. This is why I'm so passionate about this area. Only a few minutes from downtown. The homes around this area are fantastic. And you have cool restaurants and little shops where everybody can enjoy it. And this is what I call the Uptown, but it's still the Charleston Peninsula. So again, very close to everything. And it has the most amazing personality. In 1903, the city hired the prestigious New York landscape architectural firm of Olmsted and Olmsted, and they're the same people who did the design for Central Park. It's been many things. It was a racetrack, and it was a zoo for many years, and now those animals are at Charlestown Landing. So you have people that are moving in who still want to be on the peninsula, enjoy this beautiful park, but the price points are a bit smaller. They have great yards, so it's a wonderful place to have a family.
And we're going to meet a young couple right now.
Oh, they're the sweetest. They just bought their home and got engaged.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Celebrate with them.
Oh my goodness, Blue, you've gotten so big. Hi, sweetie. Aaron, this is Daniel and Tara.
Nice to meet you. I grew up vacationing about 45 minutes away from Charleston, most of my childhood. So I came from my first year and have been coming here now 30 years.
Yes, we've lived here a little less than a year. We love the neighborhood so much because it's so walkable and there's so many young families with dogs, lots of great places to get coffee and dinner.
Yeah, and I also love Hampton Park for running. It's a perfect 1 mile loop around, go there several times a week, and also take our dog for the walk there too.
I think one of the biggest selling points was this backyard, which we love so much. It's perfect for our dog to come outside in the middle of the day to play ball. And then the house was amazing because it still had like some charm of the historic home from the 1940s.
Yeah, we worked with Olga for a couple of months. We saw a lot of different properties, and I think as soon as we saw this one, we moved really, really quick. We loved it, and it really checked all of our boxes, and we're really happy with it.
From like a Charleston standpoint, it's really nice because it's a smaller and manageable city, but there's still a lot going on. on. So for someone like me who was used to life in New York, I was kind of afraid it might be a little bit too slow, but that's definitely not the case. And then Hampton Park, I think, is just like so nice because we are downtown, but we have like a really residential neighborhood feel.
It's really easy to get to Mount Pleasant or West Ashley or get downtown to, you know, King Street and the main shopping districts. So we really love the location from that standpoint and been really happy here.
It's a really fun neighborhood, lots of energy, and always people out and about, which I love.
We had a lot of trick-or-treaters too for Halloween.
Yeah.
Erin from Hampton Park. We come to South Abroad. And what I love so much about Charleston is that each neighborhood has a different personality, distinct flavor. And what you see here in South Abroad is these beautiful old homes. And what we're getting ready to walk into is 44 King Street, which is the John McKee house that was built in 1796. And we'll get to meet Jennifer.
Yes, a little
and
cocktail party.
have a party.
Let's do it.
Hello, ladies.
Hi.
Come on in.
Beautiful home. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So nice
Hi,
seeing
Olga.
you.
Good to
Look
see you.
fantastic. Well, thank you, Jennifer, for hosting us today and invading your beautiful home and garden.
Currently, we're living here full time, and we've enjoyed walking to the restaurants and meeting the neighbors and going to the theater and just enjoying this area of downtown. It's wonderful.
So everywhere I go, I bring a little piece of Maine with me, a hostess gift. It's a beverage bag with the original Maine flag on it from my friends at Sea Bags. And to Mary Lou, we customized a bag for you out of recycled sails with a map of Charleston on it.
So cool. Thank
Yes.
you so much.
So hopefully you'll think of Maine and Charleston.
I will.
when
And
you
I'm
see
hopefully going to come up and visit you
yes.
in Maine. But I
In
might
July
wait
or
till-
August.
Yeah, exactly. Wait for that. We've had a great few days in Charleston. Erin, thank you so much for sharing your time with me.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Come on down, right?
Right,
It's
we've
such
had
a great
so
city.
much fun. We'd love to see everybody here in Charleston. Come and visit. We're here.
And learn to live like a local.
And learn to live like a local.
Cheers to Charleston.
Cheers. Wow.